Yo, it's your boy Bigger Fish, because there's always a bigger fish to see. You know you gotta pay for DLC, but the like button is definitely free. Please hit it when you watch it. Some uni with me, Smoky Sessions. Let me let me explain to y'all the Smoky Session issue. This is Smoky Session part this is Smoky Session part 5 or some shit, because I was having issues. First, my mic wasn't working. Like, my actual mic wasn't working, right? That's the first issue. Second issue was we was in the middle of the Smoky Sessions, and what I was explaining on stream in the Smoky Sessions is every time I win, I'm gonna smoke a little bit, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I won almost every game, so that was the next problem, right? Other problem, apparently my shit was on mute. I don't know how to do this shit yet, right? I'm still new to the broadcasting shit, so honestly, that's kind of my bad. Skill diff. You said Tekken has got you into fucking 2D games. That's good. Hell yeah. Cause listen, Tekken season 2 right now, that's just kind of ass. It's just kind of ass, right? I don't know about it, right? And I like me some Tekken. Like, I like this game more than Tekken 7. I like Tekken 8 more than Tekken 7 overall. But Tekken 8 right now, it's just kind of ass. I don't know. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I was fucking explaining shit. Alright. We're just gonna call that the practice room. We're just gonna call that the practice run. Now, I'm gonna be right back, and then I'm gonna explain some shit to y'all about Under Night. Hold on. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Hey, Hilda is kind of fire. Eldenham seems difficult. Hilda fire. So, what I wanted to explain is that little system down low called the grid system. You see it filling up, yada yada. So basically, it shares some similarities to Guilty Gear in the way that if you move forward, you gain grid, right? And if you move back, you lose grid. But grid is not like your meter. Like, it is a meter, but it's not your meter that you see like underneath my house. So grid, right? Basically, grid does a few things. Now, if you win the grid cycle, it's every amount of seconds. I don't know the actual amount of seconds. If you win the grid cycle, you start to glow. You get this Super Saiyan like power up, right? Now, when you glowing and shit, some shit happens. One shit. You do more damage, right? Okay, let's do bop, bop, bop. Very simple combo. That was 3 hits, 1585, right? When you get grid, come on, Mr. Grid. When you get grid, that shit just went to 1741, right? So you get extra damage. Another thing that happens when you get grid, and I forgot that you can just set grid to you, which I don't like to do because I like to keep it realistic sometimes. But when you set the grid, when you get the grid, right? So you can also do this thing called chain shift. Now chain shift acts like this, right? You can combo. Not only do you get your meter back, if you look down low, I just got all that meter back. Yes, that's fucking real. Like, boom, I chain shift. I did not get a lot of meter back. Oh yeah, your meter you get back is equivalent to how much grid you had when you chain shifted though. Like right now I have 3 bars. I chain shift. I get damn near half my shit back, right? So that's another thing it does. The next thing it does is, you see how it kind of stops time That's also something that it shares in common with Guilty Gear, where you basically like you're frozen. So keep it. Let's do like watch this. So if you do, yeah, it does a lot. It does a lot of shit. So if you do this right, bop bop bop, and then I try to do something afterwards, it does not hit. However, if you have Vorpal, which is what the glowy state is called, and you chain shift it, uh, 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 you can do shit like that, right? Another thing it does, right? Now, when you glowing, you already have the Vorpal. If you get Vorpal again, right, you go what's known as Super Saiyan 2. It's no, when you get Super Saiyan 2, aka Celestial Vorpal, some more shit happens, right? You're doing even more damage. You're doing, yeah, there's like, this game is super fucking complicated, but the good thing about this game, right, and you have me explaining right now, I'm decent at explaining shit, but I might not be the best sometimes, but you have a fucking amazing, hold on, you have one of the best, how the fuck do I get to the home screen? How the fuck, I'm sorry, I'm cussing very loud. Man, fuck it, it's my YouTube. What are we talking about? Anyway, you go to the main menu. Now, if you go to training, right? I know not everybody wants to do training and shit. Nobody, like, you just want to run in and do shit. I know. This game has one of the most detailed explanations of playing fighting games in general that I've ever seen. Like, this is the basic stuff. Like, this is talking about how to attack, walking forward, crouching. Did I just fuck up? No, I'm not about to do the basic ass challenges, bro. But if you go, hold on. I gotta go back to the main menu. And if you hear my cat in the background, say what's up to Moose in the chat. That's my baby Moose. She's a calico. She about 3. I need to get her ass fixed. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So if you go to tutorial, right, you will realize that this game has some of the best tutorials of all time, right? You got just your normal special attacks, button properties, canceling is in the beginning, combos is in the beginning. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do for you guys? Fuck it. Since we already here, I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna, Loki already came with it, man, because these cats be going fucking insane when they're heat. They do not shut up. But yeah, if you look at Uni, it has some of the best, like, just fucking tutorials of all time. I don't think I'm gonna do it today, but I'll come back maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, and do some of this tutorial just to show you guys like what I mean. This tutorial is fucking amazing though. I literally, like, I did this tutorial, I learned so much about the game. It probably took me a couple hours, but I was in that bitch tutorializing, right? I was tutorializing. Now, also, right, the second best part about this game, you want to learn a combo. You know, I said there's no YouTube scene, basically, right? There's like Lightning Hearts, and there's a few other people that I try to watch. TNS does a lot, but they're like just tournaments. If you go to a character you want to play, say Hilda, right? Hilda. You know, and that's fair that you got bored during the tutorial, because if you look at my tutorial, you see I did 4, right? But if you go to the tutorial, right? Hold on. Let me text my girl. If you go to the tutorial and you look at it, not only do they teach you about your character, right? Right? They literally tell you stuff to do. They also give you good... Why am I walking forward? I'm fucking Hilda. They give you good buttons to do. They give you buttons. I really think my controller might be fucked up. I might have to buy a new one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know yet, though. They give you buttons to do. Not only do they give you buttons to do, they give you block strings. They give you rebeat block strings, so you know. And then they start teaching you combos, right? I'm not gonna go to the actual combos. I'm not gonna go to the actual combos, but as you can see, they give you combos. Like, Like that shit's crazy. Like half of my combos I do are just from the combo tutorial. Not all of them though. Eventually I start like branching out and just doing my own shit. But if you look at my tutorial, I'm not done. There's a lot of combos I haven't did because come on, what are we doing here? Like fuck, there's a lot of combos. But if you go to just like once you make it to like your intermediate combos, like they start cooking. Hold on, I'm not gonna do this one either. This is the ass one. Nah. Where's the good ones at, bro? Where's the good ones at, bro? You know what the ones I want. You know the ones I want. Maybe they might be in advanced for Carmine. I actually am not sure. Let's do the first advanced combo. But yeah, they start to give you real combos. Now in this game, you definitely want to hit like. I feel like if you hit 2K, you did good, right? You hit 2,500, you did good. You hit 3K, you went off. You hit 4K, you tripping. You going there. Are there any characters you think might fit your playstyle? I assume is what you mean. Beyond Hilda. Let me go look at character select. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the greatest at this game. I'm still pretty new, pretty mid. But your playstyle, you might like Aurier because Aurier has like a lot of long range and Lily has like long range. And Lily's also like a really good like neutral character. Like her neutral is really fucking godlike. And Aurier has like pretty good neutral and she has like long buttons and shit. You know who has a good video on this as well? Rufomonger. Rufomonger has an excellent choose your main video. That's not how I found my main though. I found my main based off aesthetics. I looked at Carmine. I said, this nigga's badass. And I picked him and I never went back. And that's literally it. That was all it took. Nanase, you might also like Nanase. I don't know. Nanase is kind of like a hyper glitch all over the fucking character, all over the screen character. Like, Nanase did not take her fucking... she did not take her pills. She's crazy. She's everywhere. You like Carmine's lore? I don't know a whole lot of Carmine's lore. I know some of it. I just know that he's a crazy guy who walks around beating people up, and he's only lost to Kuan, who's the main villain of this game that I know of, and I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have to actually take damage with his blood shit. He just does because like he's crazy. And also because I guess from a balance standpoint, imagine if Carmine didn't take damage and he could do like what he does to you for free. Oh, Mika is also really I got my ass whooped by Mika the other day. They say she's like a joke character and all that. This character's crazy. This character's insane. This character is very scary. She just be doing shit. She be flying all around the screen, punching and grabbing. Very horrifying. I see. Other than that, I don't know. What I did to find other characters I like, because other characters I like are Tsurugi. I think Tsurugi is fucking dope. I kind of like Eltonum, but I'm realizing Eltonum might be way more difficult than I think. And Carmine's already hard, so I don't want to play too hard characters. So I don't think I'm going to play Eltonum. And I don't think I'm going to play Phonon for the same... I might play Phonon, because I think Phonon is actually really dope. I think she's cool. But I just don't want to play multiple difficult characters. Phonon is a little cheesy. She's a very space control, like, get the hell away from me. She has a full screen low. That's disgusting. Kaguya, so I have a friend who plays Kaguya. That nigga, he's pretty good at Kaguya, I'm not gonna lie. Kaguya is someone who I played in the beta. And when I played Kaguya in the beta, I was like, this character is cool. I did not play her in the real game because I played Carmine, but I think she's cool as hell. I think her combos are cool as hell. I think her neutral is very cool. I would play Kaguya. So if you want to play Kaguya, I would understand. This character's very cool. Like she's shotgun waifu with the big boobies. What are we doing? Like these are all pluses. There is no negative things that I've named so far. Who else am I interested in? Oh yeah, I like Akatsuki. I like Akatsuki simply because he's very simple, right? He's simple and basic, just like I feel like if Akatsuki was in any fighting game I didn't know how to play, it wouldn't matter because he's just that like base level, like just have good neutral block and then go run your game plan. Oh yeah, she has her force function. That's what it's called. Hold on, let me go back to the let me just go to free training. Your force function. Damn. Speaking of force functions. You know, we'll go to I'm gonna go here first, and then I'm gonna pick Kaguya on the other side, so we can still see the thing you're talking about. So the Claudio of this game is Akatsuki. Or like Lee, I think, because Lee also kind of reminds me of like a very like just like basic type character. But your force function, right? Now, I will have my health set to no recovery. That way you can see, you know, how much damage I'm taking. Carmine players also do this so they can see how much damage they're taking in real combos. But if you can see, you know, he takes damage from all his blood. A pretty fat amount. Now, when you get that motherfucking grid, baby, you take less damage. That is another thing about Vorpal, is your force function is very subject to change. Kaguya. Hi, Kaguya. And she has follow-ups from this, by the way. So she can spot dodge and blick your dumbass. And I bet if I actually play Kaguya, I could get a combo. But let's see, can we go to Kaguya's moves? How the fuck do I find my move list in here? Oh, command list. If you go to Kaguya, Vorpal enhancements, you can actually see what's improved. So they say that your B plus C, it improves performance. What I assume that means is that it does more damage, right? Which I don't know, or maybe you can combo off it. See, I don't play Kaguya, so I actually don't know. Oh yeah, it definitely does more damage. Oh no. Yeah, it definitely does more damage. And then if you already have it, you could probably, yep. If you already have it, you might as well chain shift afterwards. So that's cool. But yeah, Kaguya is very fucking dope. Like, she's like, I don't know, Garda, group, when I switch characters. Kaguya is very like, look at these block strings. She's crazy. And I'm just making up shit because I play fighters, so I can do block strings. And then she can like do that. She can do the fucking this. I believe she can dash from this somehow. I wish I had my friend who plays Kaguya in here right now. He could probably explain some of that to you. But yeah, she's very cool. This button right here, this button is a crime. This button's a fucking crime. You see how it doesn't matter? Like, that's crazy. Yeah, no, she's very dope. And then also another thing about this game is it's very beginner friendly. Like, say you don't want to, say you don't have combos, right? Or you're in the middle of learning your combos. Let me, boom. So you're in the middle of learning your combos, right? Let me stop veiling off. You can literally mash A, which is just square. This is just from square. I get this from square. Blick his ass. You get a little auto combo, and then you also get a B auto combo. Actually, not really. Guess you don't really get a B auto combo. But yeah, you see my point. Also in this game, and I know this is not relevant to specifically what we're talking about, but when your health is low, you get a little rage art type super. Hold on, let me do some bullshit. Bop, bop, bop. It's usually invincible. You can usually combo into it. Yeah, that's crazy as fuck. Them shits is hard. Them shits is very pretty. So you get those at low health. Oh, that was pretty as fuck. What was that? I wonder if her air moves have a follow-up. Oh no, that's just her down C in the air. This is sexy. This is a sexy move. Of course she has a DP. Everybody in this damn game has a fucking DP, not even gonna lie. Not everybody. I think the only person who doesn't have one. Damn, who was it? I just learned it today. Oh, it's Hilda. Hilda's the only character in the game without a DP. Which, if you see Hilda's definitely a war crime as a character, so it makes sense. Yeah, no, this character is like pretty dope. Like, she just be spinning. Like, she just spinning. She just spinning and dancing. She just dancing. And then she set up the bombs. Now you gotta guess. Like, Uni is definitely, it's a very dope looking game. Like, I enjoy the way this game looks. I gotta stop comboing from that shit. That shit is definitely a crutch. Oh yeah, this is the combo I tried to hit online. Let me see if I can hit it here. Nope, hold on. And I literally got this from the fucking training room. Like, I literally got this from the tutorial. Boom. Walk backwards. Okay, hold on. Walk backwards. Okay, that's not it. That's not the ender. Am I gonna drop this forever? Back up. Yo, the little end part is a little difficult. Cause it's like, it's like, you see the inputs over there. You see the inputs. And then when you end the combo, right, this Carmine, I just set this, right? This is my force function. Come back here, buddy. My force function is just a puddle. But when I did that, I set a little bomb, which is quarter circle back, right? Quarter circle back usually gives you this move. But if you hold it, which is called negative edge apparently, you get this puddle. Now the puddle is free plus frames. Why do we like free plus frames? If you play Tekken, everything is free plus frames, so you know why. So, boom. 5 minutes out of 5-pack. That is a fucking, I bet that is a blessing. Groceries go crazy right now. Prices on everything is way up. But yeah, I set this little puddle, right? If you see, plus 27. That's nasty work. Also, if I do the A version, I can move the puddle. I need to learn. I've been seeing people like do this, and then they'll like do block strings. Hey man, them Tekken plus frames right now. I don't know. Everything is plus frame in the plus frame. Like, I don't know. That's not how I envision playing Tekken. I could literally just play a 2D game for that. But yeah, so we can set those shits. Very fire. Oh, it's a knock at my door. It's my nephew. Damn, Neff. Little bro probably wants some food. Well, until next time, I hope y'all enjoy the smoky sessions. And remember, you have to pay for DLC. But the like button is for surely free, baby. And good night. Alright, how do I end this? There we go.